Hello and welcome to episode 12 of Early Access Podcast. I'm your host, Angelo. And each week we talk about early access and indie titles and what they've been doing, which the past couple days hasn't been much. It's been Survivor Game days. So we're going to jump right into what I've been playing. And I played a couple good games and one game that could be good, potentially, maybe, down the road. I'm not quite sure. So we're going to start with this gem. This game I didn't even know I wanted. This is called Burnstar. As you can see, it came out the 18th. It's currently on sale for $9. And Burnstar is a Bomberman-like puzzle game. So you plant bombs and it blows up stuff and you have to survive the level. That doesn't sound right. Not survive so much. You just have to finish the level. You blow up different crates and there's stars in the ground and you have to collect all the stars and you want 100% it, so you want to collect all the stars. It's a really good game. It surprised the hell out of me. It scratched that itch for Bomberman, but also made it a little more challenging because it's a puzzle game. It's not as straightforward as just like kill the other opponent. However, you do get some of that. Like the first boss that I fought, because I only did the first world in my quick look, it's like a Bomberman fight. You're basically running away from a guy trying to kill you, collecting all the stars before he kills you, and escaping the level. One of the better puzzle games I've played in a long time, and they took that bomb mechanic and made it a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking out this game. It's an indie title, so it's complete. It's not an early access game. Guys, they're still updating it though, but it's so much goddamn fun. So let's jump into the next game I've been playing. This game is called Warlocks. Now, Warlocks is a early access game, and this came out on the 17th. It's $12.60. It's usually $14. It's very positive right now. And I also said, I don't think I did a review on Steam for it. However, in my write-up, I did say that I recommend this game. So Warlocks is it's not a roguelike per se. It's kind of like a roguelike, but it's a side-scrolling, wave-based roguelike. And I've never played anything like it. I'm sure there's stuff like it out there, but you choose from the start one of 4 or 5 characters. I can't remember. There's 9 total, I believe, that you can unlock. They all have their own abilities. Each ability is like unique. Each character is unique, so all the abilities are different. The game is a lot of fun though. Cool pixel art. It's got a lot of content already for being an early access game, and I had a ton of fun with it. You have to check it out for yourself. The link will be in the show notes. It's hard to explain it through a podcast, but if you like roguelike games, I mean, there's a lot of loot. You kill things, you get loot, you update your loot. Everybody loves loot. Loot. I'm just gonna keep saying loot until it gets stupid. Loot. Yeah, so check out Warlocks. It's on sale until 38 hours. So you got a little less than 2 days, so the 24th. So yeah, go pick that up while you can save $1, 41. All right, last game I played is this game called Project Explorer. Now, I didn't recommend this game, and I'm going to get into why. So Project Explorer is a top-down survival game. And, I've talked about this a lot over the last couple episodes, is how, like, everything's a goddamn survival game all of a sudden. Now, my biggest gripe with Project Explorer is that I didn't want to nitpick about early access games, and I wanted to make sure I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. However, Project Explorer, it's a whole lot of nothing. It's not a bad game, but there's not much game to play right now. I played 50 minutes of it. I managed to build everything, and you could probably do it in 20 minutes. I only ran into 2 different enemy types, a wolf and a bear. However, the one thing I wanted to get across is, while I don't recommend this game right now, even at its current price point, which is $6.99, and it's on sale for $5.25 for the next 5 days or so, I just can't recommend it right now in the state that it's in, because there's just so many other games out there that are doing the same thing but better, and even in early access. However, this game is promising for a different take on the survival game. Like, I like the top-down view. Once they implement the multiplayer aspects of the game and a little bit more content, I could see this being a fun thing to just jump into and play around with, especially for how cheap it is. So in the future, I may change my review, and I'm going to follow up on it with this podcast and try to keep up with the updates for this game, because I want it to be a top-down version of, say, like Rust or Don't Starve. But like, that's the game. One of the games that I could mention, like Don't Starve Together, is not that expensive, and it's almost a complete game at this point. So it's hard for me to recommend another game that's similar in genre, but not nearly as good. However, go watch the video on YouTube that I put up, or do a little research on the game. For all I know, this might be right up your alley. It's not my cup of tea, though, however. So let's get into, let's see, what's up next? New releases. So that was one of the new releases. Project Explorer was one of the new releases. So we're not going to talk about that, because we already did. All right, another game that I'm never going to touch. I just wanted to point out that it came out. It's not my kind of game. It's a godlike simulator game called Survivors. This actually says it came out January 30th. However, it just showed up on my feed. Don't know why. Sometimes the release dates are weird. It's $3. So for $3, maybe I will check it out just to see if my hunch is right. The reviews are mixed on it. It's a god sim. So, you build stuff and protect your villagers and do the shit that gods would do, even though I would rather burn them all with fire. But unfortunately, this game says to keep your village alive. Like I said, the reviews are mixed, but there's only 12 reviews, so can't recommend it yet. I would read the reviews yourself and see if maybe that's something that you're into. All right, the next game, the last one that I have that came out the last couple days, is called Voxelized. This is positive, 85% positive with 7 reviews, so take that with a grain of salt. Came out in the future, apparently. Yeah, it says its release date is the 24th of March. It's currently the 22nd of March. So it's already out, and it's in the future, apparently. So it's another city building open world Minecraft like game. I don't know. Do you like those kind of games? Because I'm kind of sick of them at this point. I'm sure it's competent, and it's $4. It's $3.59. It's got a bunch of good feedback so far. It looks cute. Let's see. There was a negative one that I read here. it's a bit wordy, so I'm not going to read it. So, yeah. But, people seem to be liking it. I guess people just like Minecraft games. Me personally, not my thing. I mean, I can get lost in a good one, but, when everything looks exactly the same anymore, and all these voxel-based games, it's just kind of getting tired. I would like to see somebody finally make one that, I don't know, fucking worked. Just make one. Somebody. Like, one good open-world, sandboxy building game with RPG elements, and let us run wild. I just want somebody to get it right. And so far, it's just been, early access release after release after release. And, you got Savage Lands right now, you got Reign of Kings, you got H1Z1, you got DayZ that's been in early access for God knows how long. So, honestly, they need to do something about it. Somebody needs to figure it out because, we're just bashing our head against the wall playing the same game over and over again. And I have a feeling that we're never actually going to play a finished, survival game outside of Minecraft. But like a survival sandbox game, I should say. But go check that out. It's cheap. Maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I won't. I don't know. All right, so updates. I need some beds. I need to play some music every time I go into a new segment. So I pulled a couple. These are for ones. A couple games I've never played before. Actually, I never played any of these. But just want to give you guys updates in case this is games that you've been following. So the game Coffin Dodgers that I talked about before, which came out the end of February. It's $20 on Steam. Wow, it's $20. Maybe no wonder I never picked it up. It's the kart racer. I talked about it a couple episodes ago. Still 100% positive though, so that's good. They just got a Mac OS release, so now you can play this if you have a Mac. I don't know why the hell you'd be using a Mac to play video games, but to each his own, I suppose. A couple other bug fixes and whatnot that they've done, but I thought it was interesting that they finally put out a Mac update for it. Not finally, the game's only been out for 2-3 weeks. All right, the next update I pulled is for this game called Tom vs. the Armies of Hell. Now, this game came out February 9th. I must have missed this one. I don't know if it's just not on, if it wasn't on my list, or if I talked about it. I don't believe I did though. But it's $10 on Steam. It's got 4 reviews. All of them are positive. It's an action adventure game from this developer Darkmire Entertainment. I don't know who that is. They say it's an Office Space and Army of Darkness combo world. That's the vibe I guess you're supposed to get. I can see it in the art style. It's kind of cartoony. It looks like a twin stick shooter, like action RPG like game. Totally gonna check this out. I'm actually gonna add it to my, if I can find my thing to add it to my favorites. You would think I use Steam so much. Oh, I can't because I'm in the web browser, so never mind. But yeah, so Tom versus the Armies of Hell. They added some stuff. They unlocked a new level. Who doesn't like a damn plasma cannon? Let's see what else they do. They rewrote some of the storyline, and they have some excuse me, they have some planned upcoming changes. So they're going to be fixing the weapon upgrade system. You're going to have more demon powers, more balancing to the game. So those are all good things. I'd like to see good things out of the indie devs, and these guys seem like they're working along. And all those updates seem positive. I mean, it's content updates. It's balance updates. It's bug fixes. Like, this is the shit you want to see every time a game gets an update. I don't want to see update after update where they just go, oh, we did bug fixes, or we reworked the thing that no one cares about. H1Z1, stop fixing Battle Royale. No one cares. But anyway. So, last update I pulled is for a game called Cubic. Now, this is another Minecraft kind of game. Came out the end of last year, but updates were like this for this episode. So I just wanted to pull something for you. Seems like the people that like this game really like it. It's a little bit above half positive. So it seems like the people that want to play this game want to play it. It's $14.99. Excuse me again. It's $14.99, and now they added some NPCs that you can fight in the game. So it's more of an RPG style. It's closer to Minecraft with like the monsters and everything. They changed up. It's some quality of life changes. No real content, it looks like, though. They added new graphics, new loading screen, bullshit like that. But they're all you can really ask for out of a early access game, especially one that you like. So hopefully Cubic is one of those games that you like and you didn't know, and there was an update for it. All right, so let's jump into the last segment, which is coming soon. I only found one game that I pulled, and it says it's coming out Q2 of this year. So it should be sometime within the next few months. It's called Fallen A2P Protocol. I don't know what A2P stands for. Doesn't say what it stands for in the description either. Maybe it does and I'm just blind. No, it does not. So the reason I pulled this game though is it looks cool. It's an RPG strategy game, but it's a turn-based strategy game. With RPG elements, I don't know. It's it says it's tactical combat. It's a third person top-down isometric view. You're moving around a 3D world with your little guys and turn-based combat strategy. It reminds me of XCOM, like the newer XCOM, the re-release. I forget what it was called. Enemies something. I don't know. I only played a little bit of it, but it reminds me of that kind of game. It doesn't look like you have a team though. It said you lead a caravan, so you probably do actually. But the more I'm watching these images scroll by, it looks a lot like XCOM. A lot of people liked XCOM, so maybe this is a different take on that kind of turn-based strategy game. Which, if it is, that'd be awesome. But yeah, that's all that really happened this week. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for listening to episode 12. I did this one live, so it might be audio might be kind of weird, and there's not going to be as much editing in it. I usually pull out all my ums and everything because, it's just me talking to myself, so I say a lot, fill in all that dead space. As usual, though, go check out earlyaccesspodcast.com. You can find all my reviews on there. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's YouTube Early Access Podcast, I believe. Twitter at Early Access PC. Facebook Early Access Podcast on Facebook. The last thing, if you want to support the show, go to the website, click through on the Amazon banner at the top of the page, bookmark it. Please use it as your Amazon link whenever you purchase anything. It helps the show. It kicks some money back to me. Doesn't cost you anything extra. And actually, I'm kind of pissed off because I just purchased something on Amazon. I purchased a mic arm for my mic today through Amazon. Didn't use my own Amazon affiliate link. I feel like an asshole. Hopefully, you don't do the same thing and you guys use it. But I want to thank you guys for listening, and I will see you Monday.